Hey guys, this is Cyril Gupta, the best friend in your business, and today I'm going to show you an app that lets you create kids books. Yes, you can create kids books with great designs, illustrations, and a fantastic storyline all through AI. Now, what will you do with a kids book, right? That's your question. Well, it's not for you or your kids, it's for sales. It's for you to make money off it. Here's the thing. The global market for kids book is above $100 billion a year. Now that's a lot of money, and you can tap into that market using this app. You can create books, sell them on Amazon. You can even have your own self-publishing house putting out those compilations or those books with your characters and making lots of sales through them if you get the strategy right. Now there is some information inside the app too, so you can look forward to checking out that. But now let's take a look at Kidsbook AI app and see what it can do. So I just logged into the app and this is what I see. Create workspace. I'm gonna call it Kiddie Books. Not very creative. There are some trainings too, so you can click on this button, watch trainings and watch the trainings, or we can just go straight into create workspace. Loading now. So this is the console. You can see stats about how many books you got and how many leads they got for you. You got a team management system, so there is a way to let your team members work on this. You can get done for you setup done, and if you got the white label version, you can sell it as your own app, so that's another way to profit. This is where you claim the bonuses. I think in white label you can just specify the name, right? You can put in the logo, have the footer logo, and just specify the domain name, and that's it. Your white label will be set up. There are some bonuses from the providers, the people who made this app. Lots of different things. Kids book templates, e-covers, font styles, keeper, whatever that is. Let's go back from here. Tutorials and settings. Let's start by creating a book. Let's create. So create new book, and you got 4 options: AI book, create from scratch, flipbook, and photo book. I'm gonna go with AI book. So you can file in a little description. Let me type something out. I have got to think of a theme. So I got a theme. I've been drinking coffee while I was making this video. That's what the story is going to be about. Little 5-year-old Ben wants to drink coffee, but his dad, Mark, educates him reassuringly that if he drinks coffee, he'll stop growing and he can drink it when he's all grown up. So that's what the story is about. You got some options like single story book, multi-story book, so you can have more than one stories in it. I'll go for single, but I want to show you the options. Learning book, rhymes, so it can create rhymes too. Bedtime stories, interactive activity book, festival and celebrations. I think you will need to select what kind of celebrations you've been celebrating. Good habits, science and nature, and creative fun book. Then there are subcategories: animal stories, fairy tales, moral stories, adventure stories, real life moments. I'm gonna go for this. Moral stories and single story. Writing style, storytelling, rhyming, descriptive, conversational, simple, repetitive, lots of different writing styles. I'll go for storytelling. Writing tone is playful. And then you've got all these different AI models that you can use. GPT 4.5, Orion, GPT-4 Turbo, GPT-4. You've got Claude models, Claude 3 Opus, Gemini 2.5, that's a pretty good model. You've got DeepSeek Math, right? I wouldn't use it for storytelling, but I think I would go for Claude 3 Sonnet. I think that's a pretty good model. If I can click on it, I think this is disabled for me somehow. I might not have the right plan, so I'll just go for the default model provided. So either it's a glitch in the matrix or I don't have the right model, the right plan. Then you can choose the language that you want to target. English, Katala, I don't know these languages. Dansk, Netherlands, that's a country, no? Filipino, okay. Lots of different languages. Is there Hindi? No, I didn't say Hindi in there though. Indonesia. So the language names are a bit unusual. Spanish, Malay. I'll go for English. We need to understand what's going on. Chapters 5. Words per chapter. I want to target 200 words. Yeah, make it a big storybook. And then finally, when you're ready, click on generate, and then you gotta wait a little time. Alright, so here are the chapter outlines. Morning Brew, this chapter introduces us to the world of little Ben. The big question, Mark's gentle lesson, Ben's understanding, and a promise for the future. I think this is a wonderful layout as far as the book is concerned. I do think it flows very nicely. Click on save and next. Let's see what happens from here. Alright, so it's writing the book content now. The chapter generation took about 15 seconds, didn't take long. The morning brew. Every morning, little Ben would wake up to the comforting sound of his father Mark in the kitchen, the tantalizing aroma of freshly brewed coffee. Yada yada yada. The big question. One morning, after watching his father take a satisfying sip of his coffee, Ben gathered his courage and asked, "Daddy, can I try some of your coffee?" Alright, so the script's okay. I don't know if it's 200 words. I want to check it out. Even if it's 150, I wouldn't be upset. 77. So that's the kind of usual word limit that we are getting here, around 77, maybe even 60. Now you got to do some work on your own to make this look good, because what you got here is just some empty text, right? So just some text, and you can see it's not looking very good. It's all small font and no paragraph breaks, so we got to style it a little bit. And this is the text editor. You can use this to make it look good. We're going to do that. Select it, then you can choose the font. I'll go for Times New Roman. I'll go for 36 size, because kids books should be, having big size. I think it's too big. 24 it is. And then you need some images. You can change the background color using this. You can even put an image or a gradient. I will put a gradient. So there's a gradient now, and it seems my formatting is gone. It seems, why are we creating the book again? Why would you create it again? So it reset everything. We're gonna have to do some more manual work again. Times New Roman, and I think it rewrote the book to 24. I see there is a color to, okay, take foreground color white. That's perfect. And okay, so I don't think they changed the book, but they removed the formatting. And okay, so now this is the book, and I want to illustrate it with a graphic. You can change the text. You can write again with AI. There is a style. Okay, we can leave out the styles. You can put in links. You can put in videos, tables. I don't need them. Yeah, there's a bit of formatting. Make text bold. Okay, I'll make this bold. Yeah, for some reason I want this bold. Let's put in an image, because what good is a kids book which doesn't have images? Alright, so keywords for AI image: Ben sipping coffee Mark sipping coffee. 5-year-old Ben looks at his father Mark sipping coffee in the kitchen. So you got some options. You got stock images too. So let's try father and son, and let's see what happens. I think the sources would be Pexels or Pixabay. So if you want to use any of the ready-made images, you can upload your own images, or you can select some icons. There are lots of icons here. Fit for kids books, right? So if you want to illustrate your kids books with ready-made icons, ready-made graphics, you can do that. Now I want to make something specific, so let's see what happens here. Generate images. Check this out. The image is created. It's a pretty good image, decent image. I want to make it bigger, so this thing appeared, and I want to grab the edges and kind of like, okay, so I don't think I can make it bigger like this. Resize half, original size to, yeah, perfect. Look at this. Great image here. I think the image is pretty realistic. Ben and Mark, they look pretty cool. It's even got some bokeh effect. Then I'm going to click on the next one. Just gonna go check. Yeah, perfect. So yeah, you gotta style every page like that. Takes a little bit of a time, I know, but it's worth it. 24. They change the color to white. Put in some formatting, and then create an image. 5. Always remember to describe the image completely, right? It doesn't carry over the last description. Okay. Generate images. Let's see what kind of image it creates this time. Alright, so this is the new image, and I'm gonna reset it. You can set it to 50%, you can set it to 25% or the original size. Check this out, I kind of like it. And the next page is visible if you scroll down. Okay. Alright, so I think it's just a repeat of this stuff, right? So here's the thing. This is how the image looks. Click on Save Next. And I generated some covers earlier. You can create covers using AI. Just click on Create using AI, and then you can write the description here. Now this description that was generated by AI was not suitable. Look at this. Create an illustration depicting Ben, a young entrepreneur. Well, Ben is the 5-year-old kid, right? So I changed it to something else. I'll show you. Just give me a second while I write it down off camera. So I changed this a little bit. Why not? Create an illustration of a 5-year-old Ben looking up at his dad with an expectant expression. His dad is sitting in the kitchen. His dad, Mark, is sitting on the kitchen table with a warm mug of coffee in his hand and a big smile on his face. Let's generate the cover and let's see what happens. So we got a couple of covers here. This is the front cover and there's the back cover. Both of them kind of show Ben and his father. I like this one better. I wish it was the front cover, but yeah, it's nice. You can edit it and make it, you can edit it in graphics editor. The orientation is slanted, but I guess that's how it is for the books, right? You can type text. Okay, I'll try something. Okay, if I click on stuff, it goes away. I didn't click on this. Guess I can make it bigger. Yep, pretty easy. Ben wants coffee. All right. Save book cover. Saved it. And I want to go back. Okay, so it showed me the last page. I don't want to worry about that. You can download it too. There was a download button. Okay, so this is done now. Let's go to the next one. Let's see what happens now. Book meta banner, bed meta title. Meta banner, meta title, meta description. This is for SEO, right? So you can put up a meta title and meta description. I won't worry about it right now. Talking section, no. Feedback form, no. And publish book. Let's see. I'm waiting for the book to be created. There's a QR code, so you can use the QR code. The book URL is here. So check this out. This is the book that opened up. Here's the cover. Then you click on next. You can see the table of contents on the left side. Can you make it bigger? Yeah, I can zoom in. I wish this was even bigger than this. It's a flip book. And this is the chapter name. I didn't get to choose the styling for this. The text is styled accordingly. I've got my image here. What happened to the second page? Alright, so you gotta style everything this way. Now, for some reason, I think I clicked the new page button a couple of times, and that's why you've got these pages. Of course, you can just go back and edit it, not a big deal. So this was the second page that we had. So you gotta make and format the entire book this way, but you can create some pretty interesting books using this tool, and that's what the tool is about. This is what Kidsbook does, and if you like it, if you want it, you know to get it from my link, because then I can give you a lot of my own amazing software absolutely free. So we are talking about cool stuff like if you go to techniforce.com, you see all this cool software: TubeRank, Jeet, Cloud Funnels, Course Funnels, Shop Funnels, Livecaster, Vidco, it's a video generator, Mighty Memes, Pinflux, Selly, Engagey, Groupster, Sendster, Mail Engine, List Janitor, all sorts of marketing tools in many categories, right? Bloggy, Tarantula, Postifluence, Writix, Articleize. Now this is a tool that's coming up soon, right? I'm going to launch it soon. It's not available yet. Amplify, TubeTarget, Leads List, Leads to List, Complify, PeopleBots, Converty, Loggy Browser, Webinar Loop, Croc. My last product. It's a QR code generator. Lets you make beautiful branded QR codes for your business. Then Voicey, Pixie, AI Collective, Vidscribe. All of these tools you can get free if you grab this tool from me. So if you like Kidsbook AI, get it from me and I will see you inside. This is Cyril Gupta, the best friend in your business, signing off.